it's February, but it's that time of year when I should start thinking about Goodwood Revival. For those of you that don't know, the Goodwood Revival is like a vintage motoring and fashion event in the south of England that happens every year at Goodwood Motor Circuit, the racecourse. And I went last year, and I will put a card at the end of the video for last year's Goodwood Revival video. And I'm going again this year. This year I'm going for 2 days. Last year I just went for one. So it's a 3-day event, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, in early to mid-September. And the weather can be fickle. So one year, I've been 3 times. One year I went and it was absolutely scorching hot, ridiculously hot, too hot. And I was dressed inappropriately. Last year it was milder than I expected, but there was torrential rain and wind at points during the day. And I was dressed inappropriately. The first time I went, it was kind of just like an autumn kind of day, but quite warm, and I was dressed inappropriately. So this time I want to be dressed appropriately. So I bought some fabric. I know I'm on a ban because I've got all of this and another whole shelf here that's hidden behind the mirror. But let me tell you about my fabric stash. A lot of this is stretch fabric, knit fabrics, because when I first started sewing, I sewed almost exclusively stretch garments because I'm a big girl and stretch usually fits. Now, because I'm moving more towards vintage style, I am sewing less and less with knit fabrics now. So when I want to make a vintage inspired garment, I don't want knit fabric, so I have to buy some woven. Anyway. Hello? Are you going to say hello? Look what I found. Say hello. Here, look. Look at the camera. There. She won't look at the camera. This is Cleo, if you haven't seen her before. She's a pain. She is the pain in my backside. But I love her. Off you go. Okay, so I bought some woven fabric. In my defence, it was cheap. Okay, £2.50 per metre. And it is this beautiful viscose rayon, you know. Look at it. I just love that. So it's like a navy blue with white and grey flowers. And I just thought it was really unusual, but looked quite vintage. And I'm thinking it will suit my colouring. So the plan is to make a 1940s style dress. And I do believe I have the perfect pattern. One moment, please. I'm back. I had to go fishing through my patterns. Anyway, it's this one. Butterick 6485. And I'm thinking the long sleeve version, I think it will look really adorable in this fabric. I'm not a short sleeve wearer, but would I wear that? I actually like the silhouette of the short sleeves, but I don't like my arms. I've got very chunky arms. I don't know if you can see, but there's a lot of like extra weight here, and if they cut off at the elbow, that would be fine, but these are above the elbow, so that's a no from me. It's going to have to be the long sleeve. But this is a nice lightweight fabric, and I think it will be really nice in this. So it says you need 2 3/8 of a yard, and I got 3 meters, which is more than that. So yeah, so I thought this pattern, this fabric, beautiful. That's the plan. This is too small for me, so I'm going to have to size up. So, oh, the size is on the flap. So I took my measurements this morning. I checked them. So I'm a 53-inch bust. This goes up to a 44-inch bust. But what I will do is pick the size based on my upper bust and do a bust adjustment. So my upper bust is 43, so I'm between a 20 and a 22. And I'll probably just go for the 22 and then grade everything up. And I'll have to grade it out at the waist and everything. But I've graded up a pattern a lot before, so I think as long as I make a toile, a muslin, I can do this. So that's part 1 of my Goodwood Revival outfit for the first day. So we're going 1940s, and I want to make with that a swing coat, a full-length swing coat, but not wool, because September, you're the tail end of summer and it can still be quite warm. I think a wool coat will be too heavy. So I'm thinking I might make a swing coat out of gabardine, and I'm thinking a navy blue gabardine and then accessorise with white. I've got some shoes that are navy with black trim, so they will be fine. But I think white handbag, white. I've got these gloves, obviously. These gloves, which are, I think, perfect. They are, see, one's blue, one's white. They are a perfect match with this fabric. Look at that. It's perfection. Basically, the outfit is inspired by the gloves. The gloves were the thing I got first, and I decided to build an outfit around them because they're just so nice. They're just so nice. I had my nails done today. They are a little bit small for me, but they're fine. They work. They smell so nice because the lady I bought them from obviously laundered them really lovely. They just smell delightful. So yes, navy swing coat with these gloves. And I was going to do a navy swing coat with white lining, but I think white lining might be tempting fate, because it might get dirty. So I think I might just do a navy swing coat with a navy lining, and that will go with a lot of different outfits then. I can hear you, but I can't see you. Cat. And then for the second day, we're going to be mostly watching the motor racing. So I want something comfortable. I'm thinking of doing a 1960s look. And I'm thinking of doing like a mini dress over a white shirt with a tartan cape coat over the top. Tights and flat shoes. 60s style. Maybe like a baker boy type hat or something. I need to research the... Oh yes, and I'll have a hat for this as well. I'm going to get a hat for this. I need to research sorry, the fashion of the time to see. But I'm inspired by an outfit worn by Brie from Outlander in the 60s. I'll put a picture of that here. This outfit, I want that outfit. I want it. So that's going to be my outfit for the second day, when we're just going to be sitting in the grandstand watching the motor racing for the majority of the day. So yes, that is the plan. And I'm going to do this as like a series on YouTube. So I think I'll probably start with the swing coat, because that I think is going to be the easiest thing to make. And obviously I need to start working on grading up this pattern as well. And I'll make a mock-up out of, I'm sure I've got some rayon somewhere that I can make a mock-up with, because yeah, this fabric is so nice though. It's got a lovely drape. This would actually be a really nice lining for a coat. If they'd have had more, I would have bought it and done the coat the same lining as the dress, but I didn't have, and there wasn't enough fabric, so, but it's fine. This will be beautiful, and I'm looking forward to trying like this is a re-release of a vintage pattern, so a more vintage style. I think it's going to be cute. It's got a tie waist, so, and because it's in rayon, can you stop playing with the plastic bag? Cat. I told you, she's the bane of my life, but I love her. Sorry, anyone who's lip reading now, I said she's the bane of my life, but I love her. Yeah, because it cinches in at the waist, I think that should give me some opportunity to sort of adjust the fit, so it doesn't have to be super perfectly fitted on the waist or hips, just the bust. And the sleeve might be a challenge, only because I've got the big arms, but because the sleeve has got gathering at the cap, that should work in my favour, because it means I can make the sleeve bigger and I can just gather it down into the cap if needed. I'm excited anyway. I want to do my hair the way she's got it there with like the victory rolls, and then I want some kind of hat, and I just think it's going to look really glamorous. I love the collar as well. Is this a zip? Back zipper, yeah. I like that it's got this, the seam, centre front seam. I think that's really nice. I'm excited. I've wanted to make this pattern for so long. It's the first one I'm going to tackle from the big box of vintagey patterns that my friend sent me, so I'm excited. But yeah, I'm really excited. I'll keep you updated anyway with the plan. But yes, so I'll be starting a series soon talking about, well, showing my plans, and I will update you as fabric and things arrive. I think when I get paid in a couple of days, I'm going to order the coat fabric, so when that comes I will add to this video, and this can be like my introduction to my Goodwood Revival plans video, and it'll be a series, so I will work on each piece. I would like to try and make a hat, but that might be beyond my skill set at the moment, because that vintage hat making course I booked on has been postponed indefinitely at the moment because the tutor had to have surgery on her shoulder, so obviously she can't be pulling felt over a hat form with a knackered shoulder. But it will be back on, and I will book on it again when it's back. But for now, we will work on the garments. I'm so excited. But yeah, I think I'll work on the swing coat and the cape coat first, because they should be quite easy to make. And I've got a pattern for the mini dress. The charm patterns. I've got it here on the table. What's it called? Oh, American Beauty dress. Sorry. The American Beauty dress, which can be made as a mini. So I think I'm going to make that with a shirt underneath. And I've got to make a blouse. I've never made a blouse before, so that should be interesting. But it's got like bishop sleeves, like billowy sleeves, which should be quite easy to make because I don't have to worry about it fitting on the arms, you know. But yes, I'll update you. Sorry, I'm rambling. Hi, it's another day and some things have changed. So my plan for day one is still the same. So the rayon dress with the swing coat, I'm definitely doing that. Haven't ordered the coat fabric yet because I ordered something for the 60s outfit for the second day instead. My plan for the second day has changed as well. So I actually was inspired by an outfit I saw on Call the Midwife, which, if you don't know, Call the Midwife is a British series set in the late 50s going up to, I think, now the 70s. It's been running a long time. There's like 15 seasons, and the 16th one is starting on the 1st of March, I believe. So yeah, I've been binge watching that, and I'm up to season 14 now. So I love it. And it's about midwives in London, I think in the East End of London, and they work at a convent called Nonnatus House. So some of the midwives are nuns and some of them are just midwives, nurses, but it's very heartwarming and very interesting in terms of fashion history, and I'm really enjoying it. So yeah, so I was inspired by an outfit worn by nurse Nancy Corrigan, and I will put a picture here. And I was thinking, why not go funky and colourful for day 2? Excuse me, sorry. Why not go funky and colourful for day 2? Because, you know, I want to stand out. My outfit for day 1 is going to be quite subdued, quite classy. So why not go fun and funky for the second day and do a 60s like colourful look? So that's what we're doing. So I am going to make a pink mini dress with bell sleeves like she's wearing in that picture I just showed you, but I have found some genuine vintage fabric from a seller on Instagram. I'll put a picture of that here now as well. Hasn't arrived yet, will be here soon. It's a stretch fabric, and you know I love a stretch fabric, and I was like, oh, nothing's going to be more comfortable for me than wearing a stretch fabric on the second day when my feet are killing me, I'm aching because I've been standing up and walking around all day, and I just want to be comfortable. And stretch fabric is easier for me to fit and sew. It's less pressure on me to get a good fit. Do you like my hoodie, by the way? Cute and Spook is the company that makes these. They're brilliant. Very size inclusive. I bought a 3XL, and as you can see, it's very roomy. And they go up to like a 6XL, I think, maybe a 5XL. UK company, little business. 100% recommend. Anyway, so yeah, so I wanted to make things a bit easier for myself for the second day, so I'm going to make a stretch mini dress out of that fabric when it arrives. Hopefully it will be suitable because I've bought it online. Don't know how thick it is or anything. I don't know what the actual fabric content is, but it looks from the pictures and the close-ups like it will suit what I have in mind. So I want this dress to have quite a little turtleneck, bell sleeves, mini dress, fitted, but flaring out a little bit on the hips. Maybe, probably will be fitted on me though, because, you know, big hips. Don't think I can really do A-line. But I will wear that with coloured tights, so I'm thinking like a mustardy yellow and some flat shoes. They did wear like ballerina pumps in the 60s, so I'm looking for some like pink ballerina pumps. And then I'm going to make a cape to go over it, but I'm going to make a cape that I've made before, which is the Vogue 9288, which is this one. Now I have made this view, the long one, view B, so that, well, this is the mid-length one, there is a longer one, but I've made the view B 3 times now. I'm going to make view A, the shorter one, but with the belt to make it look 60s. I'll put some pictures in of my inspiration from this genuine 1960s cape, and you can see this is basically a reworking of the pattern that was used to make that cape. I'm 99% certain. So yeah, so I'm going to make this, and I have bought some purple, yes, purple gabardine fabric from Pound Fabrics. I'll put a picture in here. Yes, so that is winging its way to me, and I hope it matches with the dress fabric, so when they both arrive I will show you. How cute though, and I was thinking I could accessorise with yellow or pink to go with the fabric, or even like that reddy kind of colour that's in there, like an orangey red. And then I'm going to put my hair up in like a sort of like a Bardo style high pony, and I won't need a hat. And I've got some like 1960s looking sunglasses. But yeah, I'll get some like 60s like jewellery maybe and bag, and yeah, I think it'll be a really cute outfit. The cape, I picked gabardine because it won't be so thick and it won't be too hot, but it will keep me warm if it's cold. I've made these out of wool before and they are thick and really heavy and like cozy to wear in the winter, but September it's not going to be that cold yet, hopefully. So I think gabardine is a good choice. Plus gabardine is really tightly woven, so if it rains it's going to be mostly water resistant as well. Yes, so that's the plan. So the first thing I'm going to work on, I think, is probably the cape, because I've made them before and I know what I'm doing, and I think that'll be a quick win. Then I think I'll go on to the stretch dress, and then I'll start working on the dress and the swing coat, because both of those I might have to do size adjustments for. But the stretch dress should be really easy. I should be able to pattern hack one of the patterns I've got. So I'm thinking the charm patterns Barbie and Skipper combo to make a dress, and then just do a pattern hack to make bell sleeves. I think that would work. I need to figure out what length I want it and whether I want to flare out the skirt to make it a little bit A-line or not. Thing is, it won't sit right on me because my hips and my tummy, it won't flare out like that on me. It will just sort of like cling and then go in underneath my hips again. So maybe it'd be better for me to just make it like just a mini dress. And I'm going to wear thick tights, so I won't need anything like, it doesn't matter if it's like a mini dress, I'll wear it, you know. I don't mind if my thighs are showing because they're going to be covered in thick tights. So that's the plan anyway. So yeah, I'm going to wrap this video up now. Bit of a talky one this week again, bit of a plans week. I have got some sewing content, some actual sewing coming soon. Before I go, actually, I'll just give you a little bit of a life update. So I bet you're like, oh God, what now? If you've been watching me for a while, you've probably noticed that I have not been at my best for quite some time now. And it's a combination of just mental health and just constantly getting sick and not being able to shake it off properly. And as you might be able to hear, I'm still a little bit congested and everything now, and I was sick at Christmas, so it's been a while. I have decided to move house again. I know I've only just moved in, like it was 9 months ago. I'm just not happy here, and I had to face that fact. This house is making me depressed. It is too small, it is too dark, it is too crowded with all my stuff. It's just not enough space for me. The bathroom is ridiculous. I don't know who designed the bathroom, but the space between so when you go in the bathroom, so you walk in, you've got the shower cubicle on the right, and there's only really like a doorway's width to get in. Then you've got the sink right there. Now the gap between the sink and the shower is less than like this part of my arm, and I have to squeeze through there every time to get to the toilet. The bath is under the sloping roof. It's not even a full-size bath. So A, I can't get into it because it's under the it's under the sloping roof, and B, it's minuscule bath made for a hobbit. So I can't use the bath, I can only use the shower. The shower's really small. I am like Ron Burgundy when I'm in that shower. Like I'm in a glass case of emotion, and it stresses me out. I'm 100% certain that I am autistic and have ADHD, and it is a sensory nightmare for me in that shower because I can't move without either the wall or the shower screen touching me. The shower keeps backing up with water because it's like old house and old plumbing, and so my feet are just in this like puddle of like water, and I don't like that either. I just don't like it. I'm a bath person. I'm not a shower person. I love relaxing in the bath. I love it so much, and I haven't been able to do it here. So I am currently at the moment going over to my mum's to shower when I need to shower. She only lives just down the road, so and I've decided to move. So I was pushed into this decision because my landlord decided to put the rent up from the 1st of June, so I've got a while yet, but it's only gone up like £50 a month, but I don't feel like it's worth that for me personally. The house there's damp problems. It's just too small for me, and I could get something for that price that is a lot bigger, a lot brighter and lighter. And yeah, okay, it won't be in this village where my family are, but I won't be that far away, and I think it'll do me good to be a bit further away, because I am a recluse at the moment. I don't ever leave the house really, unless my sister comes to pick me up to take me shopping with her. And I really do need to get out and about on my own a bit more, because I'm just becoming a recluse and it's not good for me. Look at me. Do I look like I've been outside any time lately? No. So yeah, I think I need to do that. So I decided when the rent went up, I was like, do you know what? I'm going to move. I'm just going to do it. So I haven't even fully unpacked, right? My spare room upstairs, which you also can't use because it's got a sloping ceiling, so you can't stand up straight in it. And there's no light fixture in there. Like, what? Like, it's supposed to be a second bedroom, but there's no light in there. And you can't stand up. So I'm paying what? I'm essentially paying a 2-bedroom house price for a 1-bedroom house. The kitchen's really pokey and there's damp on the walls because there's a structural damp issue. And I'm just like, I'm wondering if that's why I'm constantly congested and like getting ill all the time. Is it the mould and the damp? It could be. So it's time to go. As soon as I made that decision that I wanted to move, I was like, oh my God, I feel like the sun's come out, you know? So that was obviously the right decision to make. So yeah, so I've bought moving boxes. I am going to start packing stuff up and I will be on the move again. So, and hopefully I will have a nicer place, somewhere I can put down roots for a few years. The plan is to save up for sort of 4 or 5 years for a deposit so I can buy somewhere. So yeah, so I will be looking to move around the end of May. That's when my contract on this place ends, and hopefully I'll find somewhere by then. If I don't, I'll just stay here until I do, because I'll go on to a rolling contract then, and I have to give 2 months notice anyway. So yeah, that's my little life update. Annoying that I have to pack all my stuff, but I haven't fully unpacked. I've got boxes in my bedroom still. The spare bedroom's full of boxes I haven't unpacked. All my clothes pretty much are still in bags in the spare bedroom. I'm not even using them. I'm just like wearing the same few clothes that I've got in my bedroom all the time. And you know, so I'm going to have a sort out and get rid of a load of clothes that I'm not wearing anymore because I've got too many and I don't wear them and someone else may get use of them. And I'm going to, try and get rid of a lot of crap that I've got here and pack ready to go again. So that is the plan. So that's my little life update. Once I've relocated and hopefully I'm in a more inspiring environment, I want to focus more on my sewing and learn to pattern draft. Okay, so that is my plan, so I can create my own designs and maybe start selling them either in pattern form or as garments. This is the plan. I want my own business, but I just can't bring myself to do anything in this house. Look, the ceilings are so low I can touch them. I'm not a tall woman, but it feels really claustrophobic in here. And I love old cottages and I don't mind low ceilings, but none of my furniture fit in here. So I bought all those shelving units for my fabric and that in the old house, and then I came here and nothing fit. My bookcases don't fit in here. Fortunately, I hadn't got around to selling any of it yet, so I still got it all. So when I move and I've got a house with normal height ceilings, hopefully, I can have all my amazing shelving out again. So instead of these metal racks, I've got really nice white IKEA shelving, like proper shelving, that I can put my fabric on. It's going to look really nice and tidy. And it's going to be great and light and nice. So yeah, the only thing I've wasted here really is painting the walls, but just in this room. But that doesn't matter. I didn't like the colour in the end anyway, so we're going to go. So yeah. Anyway, I've waffled on for long enough. Thank you for listening, as usual. Sorry this was another talky boring video. More exciting content is coming. I appreciate all your likes and comments as usual. Please do like, comment and subscribe. it makes so much difference to me seeing my subscriber numbers going up and up and up. It's really nice to have so many of you here. It's nearly like 1,500 now, which is amazing. I can't believe 1,500 of you actually listen to me waffling on. And I love all your comments. You probably know I do try to reply to everybody. So yeah, that's it from me. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time with hopefully the first part of my Goodwood Revival outfit. I just need to find some lining fabric for the cape. So once I've got that, I can crack on. Oh, and buttons. I need to find buttons. Once I've found those, I can crack on and start on the cape. Exciting!